So here we are. We're this is step 4. I assume that you did 1, 2, and 3. The MFA, the connecting to the OneDrive, the connection to the virtual drive with it. So the next step is I want you to come down here and take a look at step number 4. Now, before I get to step number 4, as you can see at the time of doing this video, I don't have this link right here for you at this web browser right now with it. So bear with me with this right here. I will have, by the time I send out this document, you will know how to. You will have a video link for this web browser in this document with it. So I will paste that in here as well, and also, of course, the remote desktop connection to as well. So just bear with me with this for the time being with it. I gave you a link where you can download and connect to it. That will do the same thing as well. One of the things I want to talk to you about is before we start with number 4, I want to show you something, depending on, just to clarify, if you are enrolled in this course, then you would watch this video. If you are enrolled in this course, you watch this video. If you're enrolled in this course, you understand how this works? Okay, so based on the videos of the class that you do it on, you don't have to watch all videos, man. So just want to let you know what's going on. All right, let me show you something really quick. I want to demonstrate something between the OneDrive on your local OneDrive, and so you can see what's in the OneDrive with it, and then what you can actually put in the when you connect to the drivers on connect to the software with it. So the first class we're going to open up is the Android Studio IDE. All right. So if you take a look at, this is our virtual desktop with it as well, right? This is our virtual desktop. Now, if you recall, this is my OneDrive over here, and I created a directory called 2470 with SUs for summer, excuse me, and 2022 with it. So just to demonstrate some things out of here with it as well, I want to bring, if you want to click on the documents, I got some other documents in here. If you want to go up one directory, just click on My Files. That will bring you to the root of your directory with it. If you want to just test, create a directory in here for me. If you want, create new folder and just test this out. I'm going to call this the DOCS directory, DOCS. And you can see here's this directory right here with it. In this file right here with it, I'm going to create a text file or a Word document and just throw it in there with it, all right? So I'm going to just create a Word document at this time. This is going to launch Word. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this is a test file to demonstrate our OneDrive and our virtual desktop. All right, when we actually see this thing. So I'm gonna put my name in this thing. So you type a message like this, right? You put in a proper verb here. This is a test file, right? So like anything else, I would actually click on it, make sure you saved it and everything with it, Command S, save it and all that stuff with it, right? And I have this thing saved already, right? This is Word I'm using in here as well with it, right? So let me close out of this, and here's that document right here. Yeah, just want to let you know what's the document with it as well. Keep in mind that document in there as well with it. You can transfer in and out of this as well. So if let's say, I'm on my local drive right now, my local drive right now, and I'm just going to create a file on here with it. I'm going to create another file on this thing. I'll say this is another text file created by Dan Dow, and just a test like that, and it's untitled, and I'm going to save this thing, save as. I'm just going to throw this on the desktop. Let's put this in a I have a folder called Sandbox. somewhere I could find this. So I'm going to call this file called test dot, it's a text file, just put test, and it's going to put the txt after it, so I could save that with it, right? Test, right? And here's my test, and I'm just going to click save. Not what I tend to do with it. I can grab any file up there with it. Okay, put the file extension DEX, save. This is the file test right here, right? With it. So it's at my root of my, inside my sandbox with it. So if I find this file, I'm going to go to my desktop. Here's my sandbox. Here's my test file that I just created. It's this one right here, right? So just come over here. I'm going to drag that file into the window, and it uploads in there, right? Now all this is done on my local drive into my OneDrive, right? Local drive, or I could copy this into back as well. I want you to keep in mind these two files right now with it. Again, both of these files are stored in my docs, DOCS, and I just created this file with the time with a timestamp when it was created by who and all that stuff, right? So here we go. I'm gonna go in right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna launch the remote desktop. Here's my remote desktop with it, right? So I need to get into my desktop right here. Here's my desktop. I'm gonna click on OneDrive. Okay, here's my OneDrive. This is in my desktop. Here's my docs. This is the directory I just created. You see these two files I just created? Here's my test file. There it is. All right. So this is one of them, and here's the other one, is the Word document that I created a few minutes ago. So that's how you get the files from your local drive into your desktop drive. All right. So both of these files, this is a demonstration of OneDrive and the virtual desktop. Got it? So that's how both of them works with it. I just want to, or vice versa. I can create files in here, in my one here, and then out my OneDrive, I drag that entire folder to my local drive with it. So it goes both ways. So for example, let's say inside this document right now, let me grab something that I have in here. Let's see, usually have some pictures for me in here, sample pictures in here, right? So let's say there's some sample pictures that came with the operating system in here. Let me see here, they have anything? Might not. This probably just gave me an empty shell with it. Let's do this. But you saw how I did that with it, right? So this is my OneDrive over here. This is it right here. So let me just create one of them. Okay. Let me call this one new text document. Let's call this thing test 2 from created. Let's call this thing created in the virtual, okay, .txt. Okay. So this is the file that I created. Now it's in here, right? This is the file that I just created. I didn't need to put the txt in there. Let me just take that out. My apology. That's two of them. That's two txt. Let me do that. And when I click back on the other side, okay, here's my tab. Go back to my tab. Click on this right now with it, right? You should see, I'm going to refresh this right now. Okay, here it is. So this is the file that I created in my OneDrive. I can drag this to my local drive right now, right? So I can minimize everything with it. This out here is my local drive right now. So I can drag this right here, this icon right here, and just drag it and bring it to my local drive. See how easy that is with it? So I could transfer files back and forth is my point with it as well. All right. So just to let you know how the two system works with it. All right. Let's come back over here. Let me stop the video right now for the segment right here for now, for you can see both of how the two drives connect to each other.